Uh, can we have a slightly multifaceted discussion about this Dani Leigh, the baby stuff? I just gotta get some off my chest, which, by the way, welcome to my YouTube channel. I talk about pretty much whatever I want to talk about. I just get stuff off my chest. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, like, that's how these websites like Twitter and Facebook, that's how they went big, because sometimes you just want to get something off your chest. You just want to put it out into the ether. So it's out there. You said your piece. That's what my channel's about. So subscribe if you vibe, and what else do I say? Like this video if you like it, and yada yada yada. I especially love the about 20 or 30 of you that'll watch. I want to know your thoughts, so make sure you don't leave without leaving a comment. Okay. The baby and Dani Leigh. If you haven't heard, Bonnie, what he won't anymore. He kicked Dani Leigh out with his baby. There's a lot of messiness here. First of all, we need to understand we're talking about the baby. Whenever we're talking about the baby, it's never nothing good. The baby doesn't, the only thing the baby can produce that's good in this life is maybe a hit song, a hit feature. Okay, the baby, this is the same man who banged the fan in a Walmart or something, claimed it was self-defense, was able to get the court thrown out, the case thrown out, and he went on Instagram, made a video saying, "My condolences to the family." Excuse you, ew, that's just so, like, can you imagine? Very Travis Scott, right? Like, very Travis Scott, like, I'm sorry I caused the unalivement of your loved one. Actually, I'm not sorry. Didn't use the word sorry, just said my condolences. This got, like, ew. Like, first of all, just right off the bat, this is the first egregious thing I'm aware of what the baby's done. I'm sure the baby has done a bunch of stupid stuff in his past. I am so sure. I'm just not privy to it. This is the first public one that I've been privy to. So we're already starting on a bad foot, okay? There's several other things that the baby has done. Just Google the baby controversy. You will see a plethora of things, okay? The baby is... So if not for his current success, he would be somebody that you just don't mess with. He would be somebody that, it's really none of your business if there's something wrong with him, or if there's a wire loose or two. Like, it's not our business. You would just leave that alone, right? Like, you would just leave that alone, okay? It's really amazing. It's amazing that somebody like the baby can achieve the level of success that he has. Kudos to him for that. And that's just literally about it. So now, fast forward to dating Dani Leigh. The thing about Dani Leigh, and the reason why she's not getting sympathy, because what she's going through, I think, is very despicable, but it is very hard for me to cape for her because she spent a lot of time instigating. She spent a lot of time. The baby has another baby mama, okay? She is my skin tone. Maybe she is around my skin tone, okay? Dani Leigh is more the skin tone of my wall. You know what I'm saying? The more closer to the skin tone of the palm of my hand. And Dani Leigh spent a lot of time kind of taunting, teasing colorism. A yellow bone is what he want. Antagonizing the other baby mama. Just leaving little hints here and there that nobody asked for, that nobody started but her. Trying to kind of prove or show I'm the superior woman because I'm more this color than you. Right? So, first of all, when she was up to these kind of antics, people felt like, Why are you acting like the baby is the prize? The baby is not a prize. He's not a prize. He's a man, and he's not the most upstanding one at that. And what we just kind of felt confused why Leigh was trying to instigate like she won a prize, but okay, whatever. So here's what happened. Apparently, Leigh ordered a plan B. This is a form of contraceptive. Once you take it, it makes your womb inhabitable, like an inhabitable place for a host. You know what I'm saying? It makes it so if something's trying to grow there, it's not gonna grow, or it makes it so there's nothing to be able to grow in the first place, right? He saw that, and that's prompted him to kick her out with baby in hand. I don't care what happened, like how it went down, but that just seems like a very despicable thing to do. Now, here's what this tells us about the baby. It tells us that the baby is, he's like Future. He's like, what's his face? The dude who made Wild 'N Out, Nick Cannon. I don't know if Nick Cannon is this extreme. He might be. But he showed us that he feels ownership over a woman's body. Because he wants a woman to bust in raw. Woo, can I say this on YouTube? I'm really trying hard to make sure my channel doesn't get flagged, because my channel is too small to be flagged. Like, we not okay, like, let me get to like 10K subscribers before we start, flagging and shadow banning, please. But he wants a woman that he can do whatever he wants, and the natural consequences of that is that woman could get pregnant. That's a natural consequence, okay? Now, in my opinion, and what makes logical sense to me, is once we're talking about a woman's body and what's going on with her body, that woman has complete freedom to do what she wants with her body because it's her body, right? So, she's trying to appease her man. He want to go fully raw. She let him go fully raw. But she also trying to take care of herself. She doesn't want to be pregnant again. She doesn't want to be pregnant again. So she takes a plan B. Now, that is not a good contraception. I don't know if maybe she's been on birth control and she missed a day. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. Why did she need a plan B? Why didn't she have another form? I don't know. We don't know. It's none of our business. And frankly, I don't even like thinking about it, because I think it is insane that it's 2021 and we still don't have a male form of birth control. And even if there was male birth control, the baby wouldn't take it. Somebody as rich as the baby can go easily get a vasectomy, which, by the way, any broke dude, any dude who has a little bit of savings can go get a vasectomy. Can go into a cup, freeze it so he can have offspring later, and go get a V-snip. And if he wants it reversed, there's over 85% likelihood it's going to be able to be reversed. It is a very quick procedure, painless. So much less stuff is involved than trying to police women's bodies. But that's a whole nother rant. Okay. She wants to make sure she doesn't get pregnant. She orders a plan B. And that's what sets him off. That's what makes him kick her out. This tells us that he wants control of this woman's body. And I've been learning more about this theory of these men wanting to trap a woman, where here's how the theory works. You see a woman you like, you really like her. Now, you're not a monogamous man. You're not monogamous. But you like to have your little harem. It's not offensive that I'm calling it a harem. Listen, I won't be surprised if in 2 weeks some random friggin' guy comments, that's so offensive that you're calling it a harem. It's a harem of women. Like, these men want a harem of women that they feel they can trust. Okay? So in order to strengthen this bond so that she stays with him, she doesn't go looking for anybody else's D, she just stay on his D, they will impregnate these women. So whenever he wants to come around and get some D, she's open to it because that's my baby's father. I have love for him. We have this tie. We have this very strong tie that I don't have with anybody else. Right? Like, because, I mean, I'm trying to think like these dudes. If you just hit it and quit it, there's no babies. Then if you want to come back around, it's kind of like, no, thank you. But if you're now going to be in her life forever, you know what I'm saying? This increases the chances of her being like, you know what? I'm in the mood for some, you know what? That's what I don't know. That's how it seems to go. And a lot of women want to limit the number of baby daddies that they have, right? Like Kylie Jenner. Why did she get pregnant again by the same dude, by the same guy? She wasn't with him. She was not with Travis Scott. She was not dating him. They were broken up, but she wanted another baby, so you just go back to the same guy. Like, okay, the politics of baby mothering and baby fathering in this world of the rich, I am trying to wrap my head around. And this is what's making sense to me. Let me know if you think I'm just way off. I would love to hear your thoughts. So the Future, if you know Future, that's the guy who has like 17 million baby mamas too. And he's the one who got Sierra pregnant. And when Sierra left him, he was very upset. And when Sierra found a new husband, she found a new husband who wanted to be monogamous with her, that made him very, very mad. It made him very, very mad. And I get the same feeling. I get the same sense. I get this sense that these guys, once they've impregnated a woman, that woman has their child, it feels like this is my property. This is my, like, imagine a king and he has his castle and he has his land, right? And he wants to go, you know, he want to be on that Ottoman Empire. He want to be on that Shang Dynasty. You know what I'm saying? He want to be on that British Empire-ish and conquer more and more and more. And yes, you are your own city-state, but also you're part of my kingdom. Like, you think you have autonomy. You think you do. You really actually don't. Like, he's really pulling this Muhammad, you know what I'm talking about, Muslim Muhammad, like, we're conquering your land and you're not even going to notice. Like, everything's going to be the same. Keep your culture, keep everything the same, okay? Like, you totally have free autonomy. It's just that we're ultimately the ones in charge now. But you're not going to notice anything different, okay? That's how I'm envisioning these guys, like Game of Thrones. Okay. And I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong. I think that is so dirty. That's so gross to me. And obviously, there are women who are down for it. There are women who are all the way down for it. You know what? Do you, right? I wish people will call it what it is. These people are trying to be in some kind of polyamorous type of relationship. Like, just call it what it is. Call it what it is. Because this is because as of now, people are not referring to this way of family building. They're not referring to it as being polyamorous. They're referring to it as nasty. They're just referring to it however they want to refer to it. But here's the thing. When we don't call it what it is, then we're making it sound like these people are not choosing that. We're making it sound like these people are not choosing this lifestyle. And I don't believe this stuff happens just by accident. I believe they are choosing this lifestyle. I believe Dani Leigh liked the baby so much. For whatever reason, girl, I do not understand why you would like the baby. Like, why you would want to do anything serious with the baby. I don't know. What is it about this man that made you feel like he is a good partner? I don't know. But to each her own. And she liked the baby so much that she thought she can handle this type of setup, this polyamorous setup. And then she couldn't, but she's in it. She's in it. You had this child. You're in his house. You're in it. And I think that's very gross, the reasoning that he used to kick her out with his child. But there's something about this man that should lead you to believe that he's honorable in any way. And there's something about this man that should lead you to believe that he's caring, loving, fatherly, family-oriented. Like, there's nothing about him. There's nothing about him that would say that. So what's really funny is that she's coming on social media saying, I should have listened to the internet about this man. Like, it's not about listening to the internet about the baby. It's looking with your own sense at his track record. Just look at his track record. Girl, you were just on something else. I don't know. You were on something else and you ignored these several glaring red flags. And so it's really hard. It's just really hard to have sympathy for her. But I will say that we're talking about the man in question is somebody who I don't what term. He's a lame. The man in question is a lame. So I just wanted to give my 2 cents on it, I guess. That first of all, the baby is a baby. Second of all, that's what you chose. The red flags were very public, but that's where you wanted to be. You really wanted to be in it, and you were very childish while you were in it, which didn't do you any favors in the public image. And now you're doing Pikachu surprise face when the baby acts like a baby towards you and shows some real misogynistic tendencies. And it's a surprise. It shouldn't be a surprise. Like, I feel like at this point, ladies, in that world of the rich and famous, you cannot act surprised anymore. Like, we really just are over the acting surprised thing. We've seen it so many times. You don't even have to be that old or mature to get it. How old is Dani Leigh? Dani Leigh, you're 26, girl. How old is the baby? Yeah, you don't even have to be that old. I was thinking, because what also happens is sometimes they get, when these rich dudes try to get with girls who are like 20, you know what I'm saying? Like, just naive. No, you were on something. You were sprung, and you got yourself in a stupid game, with a stupid partner, and you won stupid prizes. That's what I see. And now this the back and forth. The baby is trying to the way he's presenting himself, he's trying to act very much how he's not. He's the way he's typing now and the things he's saying, he's really trying to come across as like a very mature, bigger person. But we know that's not who you are. Like, I don't know. He meditated or something. I don't know. Like, he talked to his mama, like, Mom, what should I do? I don't know. He talked to somebody because he's really trying to present himself like a bigger, better person when we know it's not true. And then Dani Leigh's doing a back and forth that's like, why? Like, this is a case where you really don't have to say much, actually, Dani. Like, the baby is a clown. Like, we know the baby is a clown. We know. You really don't have to say much. And it's a situation where, like, the more you talk and you're just saying, like, dumb stuff, childish stuff, the more you talk, the more people are just not even interested in defending you. Because we're already dealing with somebody who we all agree is a numbnut. So anyway, that's my take on it. I'm not really interested in the situation anymore. That's as much as we got, and I think that's as much as we're gonna get. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you don't have any thoughts, just leave the paw print emoji so we at least know you were here. Thank you so much for listening to my 2 cents. You really didn't have to, but you did, and I appreciate it. I'm gonna now get ready for okay, before we sign off, I just want to share a revelation. This is why I don't get enough sleep at night. Okay, so I was on TikTok. I was getting ready to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what? A little bit of TikTok never hurt nobody. Let me get a little bit of TikTok in. And I find out about something called dyscalculia. What is dyscalculia, you might ask? Oh, okay. It is a learning difficulty that affects an individual's ability to do basic arithmetic such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Adults with dyscalculia often take longer when working with numbers and may be more prone to making mistakes in calculations. Okay. I've heard of dyscalculia before, but the way it was defined back then was like, when you see numbers, you see it backwards or something like that. And I'm like, well, no, it's not that bad. But this is me, because here's the other thing. Here are other symptoms. It's hard for you to tell your right from your left, right? Like you have to keep reminding yourself, oh, left, this is left, right? Directions very hard. When you ask, where's the bathroom? Oh, go down and make a right. And then at the second hallway, turn left. You're already, it's like, you lost me after take a right. You lost me after take a right. When it comes to looking at a clock, an analog clock, you have to like kind of, you really have to think. You can't just look at it and know the time. You have to be like, you have to count. When you're doing dates, it is 11, 15, 21, right? Right now. This is the American way. 11, 15, 21. You have to go January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Okay. 11 is November. You have to do that every single time. Northeast, never eat sour worms. You always have to, like, oh, are you going eastbound or westbound? I'm going somewhere. I don't know. Like, your brain short circuits. And that is me. That's been me my entire life. Yes, I have a degree in math. I have a bachelor's degree in mathematics. You might be asking, how did you get that? Well, it's because we use calculators. So my brain can logic. I am very smart. Okay, I am very SMRT. But when it's like you asking me, what's 8 times 7? No, I literally can't answer that for you right now. I'm like, 8 times. I can't do mental math. I can't do it. I can't do it. Math has always been very, very difficult for me. The only saving grace is that it's very logical. Whereas English class is not logical like that. English class, you have to catch a vibe. English class is about catching the vibe and then knowing how to put words to the vibe. Can't do it. Can't do it. Social studies is about memorizing stuff, memorizing names, dates, this, that. Can't do it. That's also dyscalculia. You have a very difficult time remembering dates. You have a difficult time remembering people's names, faces. That's dyscalculia. So why this is important to me is because I'm about to go get ready for dance class, and I am training to be an basically NFL cheerleader dancer. Okay. And part of it is you have to be able to learn and master choreography in like 30 minutes. And I can't. Okay. It's learning and memorizing choreography quickly has been the most frustrating thing. But also, I love dance. And it's just hard. It's like when you have a limitation, it's like I don't want to not do something I love because I have a limitation. You know what I mean? So dyscalculia affects that, right? Because it's very hard for me to remember what leg did we do? Which arm? Which way? Did we go this way or that way? It's very, very hard. And so it takes me 3 times as long to learn something, a dance, than the others. And I'm just happy there's a name to it. I'm just so happy there's a name to it. And I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. I'm just really happy I now know I'm not just freaking stupid. There's a name that explains why something is really hard for me. And that's the first step. Like when you know the name, now you can start finding solutions. So just wanted to share that little tidbit in case anybody relates. Thanks for watching. Until next time, much love, much luck. Peace out.